Good evening, and welcome to the Birdcage for a conference matchup between the Hudson Raiders and your Chippewa Falls Cardinals in women's varsity basketball gameplay. I'm Gabe Vargas, along with me, Carson B.K. Herman. And so, Carson, what are we expecting tonight out of these girls?
Well, hopefully they can get their first win of the year. They've looked good past couple games. They've been improving a little bit against the Hudson Raiders squad that's kind of comparable to Chi High so ffar this year. So hopefully we're in for an entertaining and a good matchup, hopefully a Chi High W.
Right, and so as we were talking about earlier tonight, Chippewa's looking all right. They just need to have someone that can capitalize. They need that person that can go up and score some points and start leading the team. And so, with saying that, who do you think is the person that's able to do that?
Yeah, without a doubt, it's probably going to be Ava Ruger. She's got the most talent on this team. She's got the ability to shoot, finish. From what I've seen so far this year, she just needs to get her confidence and take over, kind of.
Right on. And so, with us in the Birdcage tonight, we have some former alumni joining us for Pep Band. And so the Pep Band's looking pretty nice, pretty stacked. We got some energy in there tonight, and it looks like we're having quite the turnout. We're getting quite the student section already. We're getting some parents trickling in, and it's going to be a good night of gameplay between the Hudson Raiders and your Chi High Cardinals. So we're going to transition over to our ad break, then transition to the people who make this stream possible. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. Welcome back to live feed coming to you from the Birdcage, and so we're getting this game set off here, getting everything kicked off. We got the cheer squad doing a little bit of a show here, and we have Nick Mason singing our national anthem, former Chi High alum and musical director of the 82nd Airborne Infantry Choir. So we're going to transition over to that. If you would please stand and put your hands over your hearts out at home, and we're going to transition over to the national anthem.
To support good sportsmanship. Please help foster the spirit of good sportsmanship by appreciating the efforts of both the teams, the coaches, and the officials in tonight's contest in a positive manner. Would you all please rise and honor America by removing your hats for the singing of our national anthem by Chippewa Falls alum, Army Specialist Mason, Director of the All-American Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the Rockies' red bones bursting air gave proof through the night that our flame was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty.
Thank you very much. Chippewa Falls alum, again, Army Specialist.
That again, Army Specialist Nick Mason out of the 82nd Airborne Infantry All-American Choir. Awesome for him to be coming in tonight. So we're going to introduce the starting lineups. We're going to start with the Hudson Raiders. Junior, number 3, Grace Lewis. We got a senior, number 5, Kira Young. Sophomore, number 11, Olivia Growthhouse. Junior, wearing number 12, Grace Hansen. And junior, wearing number 23, Katie Grismore. And now we are going to transition over to your Chi High Cardinals.
And now, for your
Junior, number 2, Allie Richardson. We have a junior wearing number 4, Maddie the Magician Bauer. Senior wearing number 10, Hannah Salter. Junior wearing number 33, you know her as that track athlete, Brooklyn Sandvig. And rounding off the starting lineup, number 34, junior standing at 5'8", that team leader, Ava Reuter. Head coach of the Chi High Cardinals is Becca Bestel. Varsity assistant is Sally Linsmeyer. We have our team managers, Ava Peterson, Lexi Sullivan, and Abigail Peterson. Man, just a wonderful performance from the Chi High Pep Band. And yeah, let's transition over and let's play some basketball. You ready for this, BK?
Yes, absolutely.
All righty. All righty. Both teams are taking the court now.
Let's play basketball, ladies!
We have Sandvig and Young here at the tip-off. And the game's begun. Score. Oh, getting a rebound there by Chippewa Falls. Out to Bauer.
Yeah, something they should look to do is push the tempo early, kind of get them out of position.
Right.
And then, feed it inside. That's your best. That's your best bet right there.
Right. Richardson sinks 2. Now in the hands of Grismore. Grismore out to Growthhouse. Back to Grismore. Grismore out again. Out to Lewis. Lewis goes for 3, and she sinks it from out downtown.
Yeah, they're gonna have to guard that. Can't beat that.
Bauer out to Salter. Salter looking around. Out to Reuter. Reuter out to Bauer. Bauer to Sandvig. Sandvig looking around, having the pressure. Salter goes for it, and she sinks 3 herself.
That's what they're going to need to do more of. They got to shoot the 3 ball.
Right, they got to keep on scoring those field goals out there. And Lewis misses the hoop there. Sandvig on the rebound. Out to Bauer. Bauer bringing it back into play. Salter going out to her right. Salter looking around, assessing her options. Pressure. And Kira Young there applying the defensive pressure there on Salter, making sure that she couldn't get a pass off.
Yeah, they're going to have to start moving the ball a little bit. Can't be getting trapped and forcing turnovers like that. So.
Right. Long pass to Growthhouse. Growthhouse misses on the rebound. Growthhouse grabs 2 for herself. 1-point deficit. The Cardinals in the lead, 5-4. Sandvig looking around on the left side. Into Richardson. Richardson gets the ball taken. Up to Hanson. Hanson charges the hoop, and she picks up 2. Hudson taking the lead now, 6-5.
Yeah, starting out, Hudson's looking pretty aggressive starting out. They're kind of pressing at the half court, so they're going to have to up the pressure themselves a little bit if they want to match that.
Right on. Sandvig going in. Out to Richardson. Salter back to Richardson. Almost lost it there. She goes for the hoop, and she just finds the rim there. Grismore looking around, sending it up to Lewis. Lewis goes, misses, and that's going to be in for the Cardinals. A little bit of miscommunication there. Bauer taking the ball in, looking around, sending it out to Salter. Salter's got time. Out to Reuter. Reuter to Bauer. Bauer to Sandvig on the right side. Back to Salter. Salter goes for it. Air ball. Oh! Faked us out there. Richardson trying to get it. She misses. And that's going to be out on Chippewa, I believe.
That's good effort right there. That was good.
Making some substitutions in. Number 30, Shannon Linder, and number 12, Emily Hakes coming in. And Emily just got her new tattoo. Have you seen that?
I have seen the tattoo.
It
is a nice looking tattoo.
It is pretty cool. It kind of adds that intimidation factor, you'd think, to the.
Yeah, that gets them. You see the tattoo, you don't want to guard the girl.
Right. You don't want to mess around with that.
Exactly.
Grismore sending the ball in, looking at her options to Growthhouse. Sandvig picks it up there with her speed. Looking around. Out to Reuter. Reuter fakes her out there. Goes to Bauer. Bauer to Hakes. Hakes looking around. Back to Sandvig. Sandvig plays a little bit of boot ball soccer with it.
Can't do that. You cannot kick the ball.
This is not soccer, Sandvig.
No, it is not.
Can't be confused with that. Oops. Oh, man. 5-6, your score. Raiders 1-point lead on the Cardinals.
Yeah, something they're doing good. They're kind of pressuring Hudson right now.
And Lewis picks up another 2, making a 3-point lead on the Cardinals, a 1-score game. Bauer out to Hakes. Back to Bauer. Bauer out to Sandvig on the right side. Sandvig to the top of the key. Hakes goes for it, and she sinks it. 8-8, and like you were saying, BK, this is exactly what they needed to do.
That's exactly what they need. They need to shoot the ball, and they've been doing that so good so far.
Right. Hudson on a missed opportunity there. Bauer bringing it back in. Pressure on. Hakes got time, looking around to Linder. Linder goes for it, and she finds the rim. Kira Young bringing it back in for the Raiders. Young to Grismore. Back out to Hanson. Hanson to Growthhouse. Growthhouse goes for it. She misses. Reuter all over that. Bauer looking around, assessing her options, seeing what she can do. Going on the right side, taking her time. Back up to Reuter. Reuter's going for the hoop.
That's good. She needs to keep being aggressive.
Right. Draws a foul there. And Reuter's going to go to the line for some free throws. And what do you think of Reuter's shoes?
They're very nice. I do like the shoes. The shoe game is looking great.
A little colorful there. I'm liking them.
Different from the typical black and white. So. Oh, and she hits the first one.
Reuter looking to go 2 for 2 here. Substitutions on the court. Number 15, Rachel Burns, coming in for the Hudson Raiders. And she sinks the next one. Looks like the sophomore, sitting at 5'10", number 25, Ella Carstensen, is bringing the ball in. Out to Hanson. Hanson looking around. To Lewis. Lewis and Nelson on the court there, showing in some hustle.
Yeah, I like what they're doing. They're pressing, they're putting pressure, making Hudson make plays. So.
Yeah, and she's coming off of injury. So, BK, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, during summer league, she unfortunately fractured her ankle, and I don't know how, but she's able to get back on the court just a few months later, which is great for this Chi High team, getting that height out there. So.
Right on. Looking good right now. Cardinals having a 2-point lead on the Raiders with 13:24 left on the clock. So, I mean, still early in this half, but, I mean, man, it's good to see the Cardinals finally out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in this first 5 minutes, they played some pretty good basketball so far, so they just got to keep doing what they're doing.
Right on. Hakes looking around, going to the top of the key, looking around, assessing her options. Out to Bauer.
Must have picked up the ball there.
Going to be a
picked up her pivot foot, so.
Substitution for the Raiders, number 42, Olivia Petty.
Again, there's the good defense, the pressure.
Right. Back to Bauer. Bauer looking around, out to Salter. Salter bringing it up the left side. Linder. She sends it into Nelson. Nelson.
Yeah, she was a little too aggressive there. Defender made a good play, had her feet set, took the charge. So that's a good defensive play by Hudson there.
Right. Nelson drawing her first foul there. First team foul for the Cardinals. Nelson, you can see that grin on her face, a little bit upset with the call there. But, I mean, that was good defense on Hudson.
Yeah, for sure. She's got to continue to stay aggressive, though.
Right on. And looks like Lewis picks up herself 2 points to tie the game up at 12:33 left on the clock. Bauer looking around, bringing the ball back into the offensive side for Chi High. She's out to Reuter. Reuter's going for 3, and she sinks it.
Again, they got to keep shooting the ball. If they shoot them, they're going to fall.
Man, 13-10 the Cardinals. First timeout taken by the Raiders. We're going to take a quick break with our ads. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. All right, welcome back to the Birdcage for some live coverage of basketball. Before we get started back into some live gameplay, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any live Cardinal games. We get the scoop and we will keep you in the loop.
Absolutely.
All right, Hudson bringing it back in here, looking around, back out to Hanson. Hanson to Carstensen.
Again, good defense by Chi High. They're putting the pressure on and they're forcing mistakes by the Hudson team, so it looks good so far.
Indeed, it's good to see. And look at Maytot. Ooh, Claire Bear's looking aggressive there. Man,
That's good to see. That's good to see.
love seeing her dialed in. She's a fun player to watch. She's looking around. Out to Bauer. Bauer's taking her time now, taking some time off the clock, going down the right side. Switching it up here. She goes for it, and she doesn't get it. Hudson on the rebound there. Burns looking around. Out to Lewis. Lewis too young. And Carstensen goes for it. She misses. Chippewa. And it's back into Hudson. Hands there. Out to Hansen. Hansen to Burns. Back to Hansen. Back to Burns. A little bit back and forth there. And Burns shoots. Misses. And it's going to be Chi High's ball.
Yeah, something they got to limit is Hudson offensive rebounding. If they keep getting second chance opportunities, some of those will start to fall, so they got to watch that out.
They do indeed. Maytop with the spin move, going for the hoop, and she's unable to capitalize on that one, unfortunately. Looking at Burns. Burns to Lewis. Out to Carstensen. Carstensen goes for the hoop, and looks like Chip was on the rebound there.
That's good aggression by Bauer down there, being able to force the jump ball and get the ball back, so that's good right there.
Right on, right on. They're making some substitutions in. Number 2, Allie Richardson. Number 33, Brooklyn Sandvig. And number 12, Emily Hakes coming in for the Cardinals. Reuter out to Sandvig. Sandvig looking around, bringing the ball back into play here. Out to Maytot on the right side. Maytot spin move back to Sandvig to Reuter. Reuter to Hakes. Hakes with pressure. Back to Maytot. Maytot shoots, and she hits it from downtown.
They're doing a great job shooting the ball. They got to keep doing it.
It is fun to see. These girls just have confidence on them. It is looking good. They're playing some good basketball. 16-10 here.
Absolutely.
This is a good game, and aggressive defense. Hakes almost got it there. Out to Jakob. Playing on the ground there. Oh, going for the ball, and good sportsmanship there.
Absolutely.
That's going to be Grismore bringing it back in for the Raiders. Looking around, assessing her options. Grismore with pressure. Out to Growthhouse. Growthhouse back to Jakob. To Grismore. Grismore going for the hoop, and she's unable to capitalize, but
again, good defense by this Chippewa team. They're playing pretty good right now for the first 10 minutes or so of this game. So
yeah, they are looking good. And you know, BK, you've been to all these games, and so with these first 8 minutes out of the way, what's your verdict on the gameplay so far?
they're playing better than I've seen them play all year so far. This is the best I think I've seen this Chi High women's team play in a long time. So it's good. It's a good refresher. It's a good sight to see.
That is good. And you know, Hudson's putting up that battle too, letting them know. And Sandvig gets the ball back. Maytot back out to Sandvig. Sandvig to Hakes. Hakes shoots for 3, and she hits the backboard. Out to Grismore. Grismore looking around. BK, what's the verdict on that one?
It looked like Emily kind of hit her there a little bit. It's kind of called a dead ball foul. So
Okay, right on. Bauer in for the Cardinals, as well as Salter making some substitutions. Grismore bringing the ball in for the Raiders. To Young. Young out to Burns. Burns, defense. Hudson gets it back though. Aggression, and Sandvig goes for it. She goes for the hoop, and unable to capitalize on that one, but there's a rebound, and Hudson grabs the ball back there. Young bringing the ball up and that's gonna be out on Hudson, I believe.
should be Chippewa ball there. I don't think.
Looks like the refs are discussing, talking it over, seeing what's going on down there. 16-10, Cardinals with a 2-score lead on the Raiders.
Yeah, it looks like they don't really know what happened there. It my eyes, it should be. Yep, Chippewa ball.
Yep. I'm just as dumbfounded as you are. I don't know why it took so long
Yeah,
for them to.
I don't know what they saw out there. I just saw her throw it out of bounds. So.
Right on. Bauer looking around, assessing her options. Out to Sandvig. Sandvig to Bauer. Bauer going for the hoop. And she grabs 2 points herself. 18-10 Cardinals.
Yeah, they're getting on a little streak here. They're playing good defense. They're finishing at the hoop. They're shooting good. I mean, it's a good start here.
Good to see. Oh, and Sandvig on some stellar defense.
Yeah, Stanvig's been playing great defense this first half.
Out to Growthhouse. Growthhouse to Lewis. Lewis to Grismore. And Jakob shoots. Misses. Hudson on the rebound. Out to Growthhouse. Back out to Jakob. She shoots again. Misses. Hudson with another rebound. Out to Growthhouse. Growthhouse back to Lewis. Lewis shoots for 3. And she finds it out from downtown. 18-13. Closing the deficit there.
Yeah, like I said, Gabe, earlier, they gotta limit those extra possessions. They gotta box out. They gotta grab the ball. Otherwise, stuff like that will continue to happen.
Right on. All right, Chip was taking a timeout here. We're going to take a quick ad break and look at the sponsors who make this possible. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. Welcome back to live gameplay from the Birdcage. Back with me, Gabe Vargas, and BK, Carson BK Herman. Both teams taking the court again after that Chippewa timeout. And Chippewa's going to be in on the inbound for start off gameplay after the timeout. Bauer bringing the ball in. Looking around. Going down the right side. Bauer out to Hakes. Hakes back to Bauer. Out to Reuter. Reuter from the top of the key. She goes for it, and she misses.
Yeah, it looks like Hudson kind of switched to a zone. I don't really think they're playing man anymore, so those top of the key threes should be open.
Right on. Out to Grismore. Grismore to Growthhouse, and Lewis goes for it. She sinks 3. 18-16, now a 2-point deficit.
Yeah, Hudson's starting to close the gap a little bit here. They kind of got to pick it back up to what they had going earlier.
Bauer out to Salter. Salter back out to Bauer. Bauer with pressure on her. Looking around. Back out to Salter.
Yeah, Chip was going to take a timeout. That's a good call by Bestel there. Her player was trapped in trouble. So.
Yeah, no, she didn't have a lot of options to go. Cardinals burning a timeout there. Great defense by Hudson. What's your verdict on that?
Yeah, they kind of switched it up a little bit. They kind of figured they got to switch to a zone, I think. So I think they're kind of trapping the ball a little bit, and then that leaves someone open. So if Chai can figure that out, they can find the open shot and just try to get it there a little bit quicker.
Right. All right, we're going to be returning out of timeout here. Cardinals with 3 timeouts left. 2 fouls apiece. Your Cardinals leading by 2 points, 18-16, with 6:59 left in the first half. Back into gameplay here. Salter looking around, out to Reuter. Reuter goes for 3, and she's unable to capitalize on that one. Lewis out to Growthhouse. Growthhouse to Lewis. Lewis to Hanson. Hanson back to Lewis. In for Growthhouse. Growthhouse back out to Hanson. Lewis, and finds Young in the middle there.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Chip was switched to a zone 2 here. I think that's what they've been running this whole first half.
And it looks like they're tying it up here, 18 apiece.
Yeah, so both teams offensively just need to try to find the hole in the zone, and then they can create open looks like you saw Ava in the corner and then just over there.
Right. And with that opportunity, they have to be able to capitalize on it as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tripped up there. Salter looking around. Salter out to Higgs. Fast defense there by the Raiders.
Yeah, Higgs kind of grabbed her, pulled her to the ground there, so that's going to cause another foul on her.
That's going to be the third team foul for Chippewa. Higgs' second foul there.
Yeah, Hudson's defense is starting to look like Chippewa's earlier in this half here. They're kind of pressuring the ball a little bit and forcing some turnovers, so let's see if Chippewa can get against that.
Yeah, Hudson's starting to wake up a little bit, and I think Chi-Hi needs to just get ready for that. Lewis out to Hanson. Hanson back to Lewis. Out to Grothaus. Grothaus with a wide open shot. Misses. Bauer with the ball back. A little bit of aggression.
Yeah, that's going to be a jump ball, it looks like. It should be Chippewa's ball, yep.
We were on the inbound, and you could see just the emotion and a little bit of frustration on Bauer's face. She wasn't letting that ball go.
Absolutely not. She wanted that ball.
Looks like Hudson's making a substitution there. Number 42, Olivia Petty, coming in for the Raiders. Ruger on the inbound. And Bauer bringing the ball back into gameplay here. Looking around out to the right side to Sandvig. Sandvig's going in.
Yeah, she can't. Picked up her pivot foot there, kind of slid a little bit, so.
Going to be a traveling call on Sandvig. Grothaus bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals. Hanson to Grothaus, a little bit of back and forth volley action there. Grothaus to Cartensen. Cartensen in the paint. She misses.
That's good defense there.
Sandvig bringing the ball up the court here, going down the right side, rushing the hoop. Linder going for it. And she grabs to ending the Cardinals' drought.
Yeah, that's good to see. They haven't scored in a minute there. And that's good to see Linder with some aggression going to the hoop.
Defense still spot on for Chi-Hi. Sandvig coming away with that one. Bauer coming up the left side. Got some pressure. Out to Maytot. Maytot goes for it. Air ball on that one. Bit of fast gameplay here. Hanson bringing the ball up the court. She misses. Back out to Bauer.
Yeah, Chippewa should look to slow it down a little bit. I don't think they're going to play their best if they're out there running around with Hudson.
Right, a little bit of back and forth action there. Quick gameplay. Linder with a wide open net. She grabs two.
That's back-to-back for Linder there. She's kind of getting started a little bit, which is good to see.
Getting hot. Let's hope she starts cooking up a little more here.
Yeah, this is good to see Chippewa go on a little bit of a run here.
And just hitting the rim on that one. Aggression. And that's going to be out on...
I didn't really see what happened down there. Oh, it looks like a foul. It looks like a push there. Not sure who did it. Someone on Hudson.
It's going to be called on Hudson there. All right.
First personal, second, fourth team foul.
It's going to be the fourth team foul for the Hudson Raiders. Nelson bringing the ball back into play. Nelson just substituted in, got some fresh legs in for the Cardinals. Out to Salter. Salter with some pressure, and she sends it to the scoring table.
A little bit too much on that one.
We have Karstensen, bringing the ball back into play for Hudson. Hanson looking around to Young. Young taking it. Hudson on the rebound there, and Chippewa comes away with it. Stellar defense by Chippewa.
Yeah, Hudson's been able to penetrate into the inside, but when they get down there, they haven't been able to finish, which is good for us.
Trying to keep it in, and looks like Linder steps out there.
Yeah, it looks like she kind of lost where she was in the court. Thought she had a little bit more space to work with, but...
With 3:33 left on the clock, your Cardinals 22, Raiders 18. Out to Cartensen. Cartensen to Hanson. Hanson up to Lewis. Back to Cartensen. Out to Young. Young goes for three. She misses. And Hudson, and that's going to Tough defense there.
That's going to stay with Hudson, but the effort from Sandvig there was unmatched. That was incredible to see.
Yeah, looking at this right now, what are you thinking, BK, with this effort put on by Chippewa Falls?
Yeah, this is the most hard I think I've seen them play with two all year. This is so far in this half. This is like the best as a team I think I've seen them play all year. So
Right.
it's nice to see.
You know, they're putting heart into it, which they've been a little void of a while. So
Yeah.
it's just really, really great to see.
Yeah, heart's something they need big time.
Lewis sinks it for 2.
Yeah, these final 3 minutes here will be big for both teams to try to get momentum going into the half. So
Matot with pressure out to Bauer. Bauer to Salter. Salter going down the right side. Got pressure. She gets called for traveling there.
yeah, those mental mistakes you're gonna have to get rid of those now. So
Right. Hanson bringing it in for the Raiders. Hanson going through traffic out to Lewis. Out to Carstensen. Carstensen, Young goes for it. She misses. Chippewa back on that one. Bauer bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals. Looking around. Out to loses control. And it's going to be a one-on-one here. And Carstensen picks up 2 there. 22 apiece here with 2:17 left on the clock. Salter shoots. She sinks to herself.
Salter's been shooting the ball pretty well. That's good to see. They need more of that from her.
Out to Lewis. Lewis to Carstensen. Young looking around, assessing her options. Lewis got time. Back out to Young. Young to Carstensen. Young coming to the top of the key. And Lewis sinks 3. Giving the Raiders a 1-point lead on the Cardinals. Great from out there.
Yeah, they're kind of leaving the corner open again with that zone, so Hudson's able to find the spot, so they got to kind of patch that up.
All right, Hudson on the rebound there. Lewis looking around, assessing the situation. Young to a wide open Carstensen, and Chippewa coming away with that rebound.
Again, that's another missed layup from Hudson. They got to kind of clean those up as well.
Indeed. Through the lane, and it's taken away by Hudson. Carstensen on another run. She sinks it. Now a 3-point game. Raiders leading 27-24.
Final minute here, they got to do something.
Salter goes for it. She misses, but back with the rebound. Hustle there. Let's see if Reuter can sink this one. Nelson, Reuter goes for a quick 2, unable to capitalize. Hudson on the rebound there.
Yeah, they got to capitalize on those second chance opportunities there if they want a chance.
In the paint, and
Yeah, it looks like Matot kind of hacked her there a little bit, so she's going to get some shots here.
First personal, Maytag.
that's going to be 2 for Grace Hanson, sitting at the free throw line. Sinks it. Both teams making some substitutions there.
Substitutions on both sides.
Oh, she hits with the second one there.
33 seconds left on the clock. Hudson with a 5-point lead. Looking around. Bauer. Bring the ball back in with pressure. Got 3 on her to Linder. Linder going for it. She misses. Out to Lewis. Lewis bring the ball up the court. Lewis lost. Tough
Again,
defense.
Great effort from Sandvik there. Yeah, Linder kind of reached over her there. That's going to be a foul on her.
Can't be doing that. It's going to be 5 team fouls on the Cardinals in this first half with 8.6 seconds left on the clock. A little bit of a line going on. What's going on there, BK?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like they're trying to get someone open for this final shot here. It's off Bauer. It's going to stay with Chippewa there. Or Hudson, excuse me.
4.6 seconds left on the clock. And she's unable to sink that one. Going into the half, Raiders with a 5-point lead. And so, BK, with Hudson going into the locker room with that lead, how big is that?
Yeah, they were struggling a little bit there in the middle of that half, and they were kind of able to pick it up towards the end. So it's big for them. It's big. They got the momentum going into the second half. So,
all right. And so looking at the Cardinal team here, what do you think that they're going to be talking about in the locker room this half?
There'll be a lot of good things said. I think they kept it within 5. They're going to talk about shooting a little bit, I think, and then their defense, they got to kind of clean it up, stop letting them get in the paint so much. So.
Right on. And then what do you think about Hudson? What's Hudson going to be talking about in the locker room during this halftime?
Finishing. They're going to have to finish under the basket. They've left a lot of points under there that Chippewa's been able to grab and then limit them to.
Right on. And so we are honoring our state equestrian team right now live on the court. We're going to transition over to our ad break. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. And welcome back to live gameplay here in the Bird Cage. I'm Gabe Vargas, alongside me, Carson BK Herman. And, we just had an electric halftime performance by our Chi-Hi Pep Band. Let's hope they squeeze out one more song, but it looks to me that they're packing up and getting ready to go home. 18 minutes left of the game here, going into the second half. Raiders at 29, your Chi-Hi Cardinals at 24. And so BK going into this right now, what do they got to do to be able to what do they got to do to be able to come away with this one?
They just got to keep shooting. They got to keep shooting. If they can keep shooting and hit a couple of them, they'll be in good position.
Right on. So back into live gameplay here, we have Bauer out to Sandvig. Sandvig looking around. Sandvig into Reuter. Reuter missing that one. That's going to be back on Lewis. Defense here by Sandvig, and she's taking her time, looking around, and Hudson sneak attacks Bauer there, but Salter out from downtown sinks 3.
Again, she hit another one. She's heating up a little bit. She hit a couple in the first half, and then right out of the gates here to start the second half.
She is looking good. We got Hanson out to 23, Grismore. Grismore looking around, assessing her options. Back out to Hanson. Hanson to Lewis. Lewis in for 3, and Lewis finds the rim there. Chippewa on the rebound. Richardson out to Salter. And Bauer bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's a good start so far to the second half. Hit a 3 early and then was able to play some good defense.
And with a breakaway here, Hanson's picking up to herself here. Great defense by the Hudson Raiders there. Bauer bringing the ball back into gameplay. Looking around, assessing her options. Out to Salter. Salter's got time. Salter going out the left side. Out to Sandvig. Sandvig looking around up to Bauer on the right. Bauer with pressure into Richardson. And Hudson's coming away with that one. Oh, wait. Oh, it looks like Lewis hit the ground there.
Again, great effort by Chippewa there, not giving up on the play, being able to get the ball back. So
Right on, and it looks like Lewis is walking it off. She's okay. She kind of hit the ground with a splat there, but good to see that she is all right.
yeah, absolutely.
Sandvig at the line for 2. Misses her first. Going to regain some composure there. And she misses her second.
Yeah, unable to capitalize on the free throws, but Richardson with a good rebound there and get herself on the line. So
Right on. Going to have 2 team fouls there, right back to back on the Raiders. 31-27 with 16-17 left on the clock. She sinks her first. And she sinks her second. 2-point deficit now facing the Chi-Hi Cardinals. And it looks like there's a bit of contact there.
a little bit too aggressive there.
Hake's getting a foul. Hanson looking around, assessing her options. Out to Grismore. Grismore back out to Hanson. Hanson looking around. Grismore, a little bit of back and forth action outside the arc. Back to Hanson. Grismore with pressure, wide open. She takes the shot, misses, and
off of her dome.
that rocked Richardson in the head.
Right
there.
in the head. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, we don't want to see any of them concussions down on the court there.
Never.
Hudson bringing the ball back in.
Looks like it's going to be a block on Hudson.
BK, what's your thought on that one?
Yeah, I didn't really see much, but apparently the ref must have saw something else, which I'm not going to complain about. But I didn't see much contact there. So
31-29. Raiders with a 2-point lead with 15:40 left on the clock. Bauer out to Matot. Matot back to Bauer. Bauer to Salter. Salter with pressure. Matot going out to the right. She gets blocked. A little bit of a fight there on the ground.
Yeah, the Cardinals going to have to waste another timeout there getting trapped, so.
Yeah, wasting another timeout. And, you know, that Hudson defense, what's your thoughts on that, BK?
They're looking really good coming out so far. They're kind of suffocating Chi High a little bit, forcing them to make bad decisions, kind of trapping them where they want to. And it's forcing turnovers and giving them opportunities on the fast break. So
Right on. Suffocating. I liked that. That was a that was a good one. That was a good one.
Digging deep in the vocab for that one.
15:28 left. Raiders 31, Cardinals 29. And the Cardinals are bringing the ball back in here. Bauer waiting. Out to Reuter. Reuter with pressure. Out to Salter. Salter to Reuter. Reuter back out to Salter. Salter back to the top of the key to Bauer. Bauer going off to her right. And she's going to get a traveling on her. And it looks like Rachel Burns making the substitution in for Hudson, setting the ball into play for the Raiders. Grace Hansen sitting on the top of the court. She's got time. Out to Burns. Burns to Hansen. A little back and forth action there. Hansen. Burns. You got Growthhouse out there. She's looking, rushing the hoop. And she grabs herself 2 points.
Yeah, they're playing aggressive coming out here. Chi is going to have to match that.
Yeah. Bauer got time. Loose pressure. Looking out to Salter. Salter getting the ball taken from her by Hansen on that one. Hansen running up the court. Out to Burns. Burns back to Growthhouse. Growthhouse to... She misses there.
Yeah, again,
Carstensen.
another missed layup by Hudson. They're going to have to clean those up.
Carstensen out to Growthhouse. Back out to Burns. Burns goes for three. She misses. Chippewa on the rebound there. And
Yeah.
you know not to mess with Ava Reuter.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with her, no. She, fortunately for Hudson, they just got the jump on the ball back, but they're lucky she didn't just rip it away.
Right. Reuter, female athlete for our Chi High football squad, making a name out of herself. You know, phenomenal athlete, just at one tough cookie. Cut out of the same cloth of her older brother, Joe Reuter, if you didn't remember. He was playing at an all-conference level back last year, graduated last year, playing D2 basketball at Hillsdale College.
Absolutely. It's incredible. It's an incredible family. Athletic freaks.
Right. And their work ethic is something else, too.
Yeah, I would come into school at days, and Joe would be in the gym, and same with Ava. I've seen her in the gym. They're always working on their craft, getting better. So it's starting to pay off, which is nice to see.
Yeah, you know, if people had the work ethic like they did, you know, you'd see a lot more people at a lot higher level of gameplay.
Oh, absolutely.
Burns shoots. She hits the rim. A little bit of contact there, but nope.
It's going to go back to Chippewa.
All right. Brooklyn Sandvig bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals here. She goes out to the right side to Matot. Matot two, and there's some tight defense there. Foot battle. Lewis goes for two, and she sinks two. Cardinals now facing a 6-point deficit. Raiders 35, Cardinals 29 with 13:34 left on the clock. Reuter at the top of the key. She goes for it, and she finds nothing but air.
Yeah, it's not looking good so far. They're gonna have to kind of fix up some stuff. Keep shooting the ball though. Don't get away from that.
Right on. You know, and that's what you were talking about earlier. They're shooting the ball now, but now they got to really capitalize on that.
Yeah, for sure.
And BK, what's the look down on the court there?
Oh, it looks like a shove on Sandvig. Yep. It looks like she kind of pushed her a little bit. Got a little too aggressive.
Yep, 3 fouls apiece now. 3 team fouls apiece. First foul for Sandvig. 13-19 left on the clock. Out to Burns. Burns into Growthhouse. Grothaus sending it into Petty, and it looks like Petty's down on the ground there.
Yeah, it looked like she got hit pretty hard. And going back to that was Ava Ruder that pushed her down. So don't mess with her.
A little bit of aggression. Hope that Petty's all right.
Absolutely.
Maybe get some ice on that, and let's hope to see her back in for the Raiders. Sandvig looking around. Nelson in for the Cardinals. Sandvig on the right side, out to Ruder. Ruder at the top of the key, out to Salter. Salter to Sandvig. Sandvig going down the right side. Salter. Sandvig. Into Linder. Let's see what she can do there, and she loses control of that.
Fortunately, it's going to stay with Chippewa, though, so.
Going to be Chippewa's ball. They're making a substitution here. Sandvig looking around, out to Nelson. Nelson to Salter. Salter to Ruder. Sneak, Sia, out to Sandvig. Sandvig to Salter. 1-2, Skipperoo, out to Nelson. Nelson to Ruder. Salter goes for it. She's unable to capitalize on that one. It's going back to Hudson. Carstensen bring the ball up to Grismore. Grismore to Carstensen. Burns. Loose calling for it, but she sends it back out to Lewis. Goes for three. Finds the rim. Trying to get the rebound there out to Burns. Burns goes for it. Misses off of Linder's shoulder, and that's to Nelson. Tough defense by Hudson there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're starting to pick it up a little bit, which is good.
Nelson in the arc.
Aggressive. Jump ball, it's going to stay with Chippewa.
A little bit of frustration on the face of Nelson there.
Yeah, she kind of got snuck up on there.
This game's getting physical.
It's getting a little aggressive. Yeah, it's some bodies being thrown everywhere.
Yep.
People just going for the ball.
That's the way you want to play basketball, though,
Absolutely.
right?
Aggression.
Right. Play it with heart. Leave it all out on the court. Out to Sandvig. Sandvig with pressure on her. Going in. Salter with a little bit of surprise there. She recovers. Sneak. Sia. Into Ruder. Ruder looking around. Back up to Salter. And traveling call there.
Yeah, she kind of hesitated. I wish she would have shot that one there. She had an open shot, so there would have been a good opportunity there to get some points on the board.
Right on. We have Grismore looking around out to Jakob. Grismore, Jakob. Jakob goes for a three. She finds the rim. Fast defense there by Sandvig.
Yeah, again, like I was just going to say, good hustle by Sandvig there, getting the ball, giving her team opportunities.
Right on. Sandvig goes in for it. Keeps it in. Great job by Richardson there. Bauer goes for it, and she finds the rim there. Hudson on the rebound. Young out to Hanson, and
Looks like a kick ball violation, maybe.
Hanson a little upset with that call there. I can see the ooh on her face there.
She does not agree with the ref on that one.
Bauer bringing the ball back into play for the Cardinals. Looking around, assessing the court. Out to Sandvig, quick there. Out to Salter. Salter going into the hoop. She finds the rim. Lewis on the reception there.
Yeah, Chippewa's getting their opportunities. They're just going to start capitalizing on a few of them here.
Out to Hanson. Hanson out to Grismore. Grismore to Jakob. Grismore. Hanson. Hanson going into the paint, going into the hoop, and she unable to capitalize on that one.
Yeah, Hudson's still struggling with their layups. It's keeping Chippewa in the game so far here. So
Salter, Bauer, Ruder, Bing, Bada, miss.
in and out.
Yeah, that was unlucky bounce there for Ruder.
Yeah, for sure.
Hanson,
She's taking a trip. She's starting to walk.
again, frustration on her face there. Can't blame her for that one. I'd be frustrated if I was her too. 14 fouls for the Raiders, 3 for the Cardinals.
Looks like Reuter's going to come out here for a little bit.
And so, BK, what do we got to do to come back here?
Yeah, they're getting opportunities. They just need to capitalize on them. They're getting their open looks. They're getting into the paint. They just got to start finishing some of their shots and not having turnovers like that right there.
Right on. Speaking of turnovers, back over to Grace Hansen of the Raiders. Out to Grismore. Grismore to Jakob. Back out to Grismore. Grismore in to Young. Young out to Grismore. Jakob going
There's
for three.
that corner.
Miss. And like you were talking about, that corner, they're leaving that corner wide open.
Yeah, for sure. Got to finish those ones. Those
Right.
are the ones they got to finish. That's what Hudson's been struggling with. So.
And that's what you were talking about too, right? It's capitalizing on those opportunities that Chi High's been having.
Yeah, you just got to hit a few of them. Not all of them. You got to hit some of them, though.
Out from in the yard, unfortunately, Lewis isn't able to sink that one in. 9:13 left on the clock. Raiders 35, Cardinals 29. Quick defense by Hudson, but they got it off just in time. Sandvik into Richardson. Richardson, she ends the Cardinal drought.
There it is.
Picking up 2 points for the Cardinals.
Hopefully that starts that snowball effect. Gets us going a little bit here.
Right on, and it looks like Richardson's got a bit of a bloody nose down there. It looks like she's got some Kleenex up there.
It does. It does look like something's up there. She's still playing her heart out, though.
Right, got a bonk in the face.
Going back to the ball. Look at that.
Linder with time, with pressure. Sandvik
Back
into
into-
Richardson. Oh, with the rebound.
See, she didn't finish the opportunity, but she made another one. Now I think she should be at the line there. Yep.
Yep.
She's been one of the more consistent shooters from the line this year too, so she should hopefully hit both of these.
And so Richardson, you know, I'm no basketball expert. You've got a little bit of playing experience on you, but you know when Richardson's in, she sinks the first one. When Richardson's in, it looks like it's a different Chi High team.
It does. It does. She kind of is trying to be that leader that they need. So it's something good to see.
Yep.
And she's kind of molding into that role, which is good. So,
Right. She's a leader. She's positive, and she's still got one more year left. Already taking initiative as a junior.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see. She misses her second.
Again, Reuter being a little too aggressive out there.
Though Reuter is aggressive, you know that she is playing with her heart out there.
For sure.
Grismore in on the inbound. Grismore going on the right side out to Carstensen. Carstensen to Jakob. And Sandvik with some stellar defense there, picking up the ball in for the Cardinals. Looking around out to Reuter. Reuter, pressure. Looking around. Stellar defense by the Raiders. Out to Sandvik. Sandvik. Grismore applying that pressure. Out to Hakes. Hakes goes for it, and she finds air.
Yeah, that's those opportunities. That's an open three. You gotta start hitting those. She was hitting them in the first half, so she kind of got to get back to that again.
Right. That's what you've been telling me, BK. It's those opportunities, and now that you bring it up, I'm seeing it, and they're not finishing.
Yeah. Good hustle though. Not putting the three back in the back of her mind and able to make a good defensive play there. So that's good to see.
Right on. Looks like Grismore there working her tail off. Send the ball in for the Raiders. Into Jakob. Jakob with time. Sends it in to Petty. And what's the verdict on that one, BK?
Yeah, it looks like she got her on the arm and she was trying to make her move there. So
Right on.
should just be an inbound. Yeah.
5 team fouls apiece. 7:46 left on the clock. A little over halfway through the second half.
Good rebound there.
Right on. Sandvik going on the left side. Out to Hakes. Hakes with room. And Richardson on the rebound. Linder goes for it. Unable to capitalize. Another rebound by Richardson. Oh, but it gets turned back over to the Raiders. Petty.
Again, Richardson, she doesn't give up on the plays, which is something great. She hustles for rebounds like that. She hustled down the court and was able to stop their momentum for a little bit.
Right on. Here in the cheer team getting behind their Cardinals. Unfortunately, we got a small studi going on here in the birdcage. And that's another thing too that they were talking about. They need that Studi for that environment.
Exactly. They bring the energy, kind of bring them up when they're feeling down. So a Studi right now in a time like this would be kind of good.
Right. Hudson just sinking to 37-32, 5-point deficit facing the Cardinals. Hakes to Bauer. Bauer getting the ball taken away. Lewis going in, and she grabs 2 points for her team.
That's going to be an and one. That's going to be a block on Bauer there. So she's going to have an opportunity for a 3-point play here. She just wasn't set, it looked like, so she was still moving. When you're trying to take a charge, you got to be set. So
Right on. Bauer upset with that call. The emotion on her face, it's telling it all. Lewis at the free throw line, and Sandvig bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals. Bauer looking around, assessing the scene. Got some options. Sandvig out to Bauer. Hakes going in for the hoop. Out to Linder. Linder to Bauer. Bauer to a little bit of bing bada boom action there. Bauer in for it. She finds the rim. Frustration on Bauer's face.
yeah, Chippewa's got to get something going here as the clock starts to hit 6:30 here. We're running out of time.
Growth House got time. Virtually nobody on her. And she grabs 2 points for the Raiders. 32-42 now. 10-point lead the Raiders have.
It's going to cause Chippewa to take a timeout again here. They got to kind of slow it down. Raiders got a 10-point lead here.
We're going to transition over to our ad people that make this possible. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live from the Birdcage. Welcome back to live play from the Birdcage here. And while we were in that break, we were at every Chippewa Falls game. Our Chi Deca puts on a Make-A-Wish minute, where what they try to do is they try to gain as much money from the stands as possible in the span of 1 minute. In tonight's game, they raised $309.25 in BK on that total for the season.
Yeah, so far this year, our DECA organization has raised $2,108.
That is wonderful to see, making that money for Make-A-Wish. And, after COVID last year, not being able to run Make-A-Wish, not being able to run that, it is great to see that the community's back in it again and donating to a wonderful cause.
Oh, for sure.
Back into live gameplay here. Hudson on the rebound. Rothhouse picks up 2 for the Raiders.
Yeah, Hudson's starting to capitalize on those second chances.
Bauer looking around with pressure. Out to Hakes. Hakes covered. Good defense by Hudson there. Carstensen going for the hoop. She's unable to capitalize on that one. And Salter fights with that one.
Yeah, fighting for the possession. Unfortunately, it's going to stay with Hudson, though, on the jump ball.
And so, this is nothing new here. And, once teams start pulling away, the Cardinals seem to just give up. And you know this better than anybody because you've been at these games. You've been loud and in the crowd. So, yeah, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, they kept it close. They normally do. And then when they get up by 10 how they are now, they kind of lose their confidence a little bit, which I don't want to see happen now. I want to see them kind of pick it back up a little bit. But
right. I mean, there's still 5 minutes left of gameplay here. Anything can happen. But
yeah, for sure.
It seems to be that this Chippewa side's looking a little deflated as of right now.
Yeah, they're just not. They've had opportunities. They just haven't hit on them.
Haven't capitalized. That's correct. Traveling call on Chippewa, giving the Raiders an inbound here. Carstensen into Hansen. Hansen looking around, assessing the field. Hansen looking around, out to Growthhouse. Hansen in for Carstensen. Lewis Grove. Hanson in for Young. Young taking her time. She goes for it. She misses.
Nothing but air.
But virtually no defense on by the Cardinals here. Lewis goes for it. She's unable to capitalize. Bauer with that rebound and bringing the ball back in for the Cardinals. Out to Sandvig. Sandvig going into the paint. Out back to Salter. Salter going in for it, and she...
Looks like she just got pushed.
What's the verdict on that one, BK?
Yeah, it looks like she just got pushed in the back on her way to the hoop, so it's just gonna cause an inbound play here.
Right on. Bauer on the inbound here. Looking around, the Cardinals trying to move around, giving her an open shot. Salter, wide open net, and she's unable to capitalize there.
Again, though, great hustle. They're gonna keep the ball here on the jump ball. Yep.
Right on. Bauer in here. Looking around, assessing the court. Giving him the old fake 1-2 skipperoo. Out to Sandvig. Sandvig goes for it, finds the rim. Salter on that rebound, unable to capitalize. And ball's back into Hudson hands. Out to Hanson. And Lewis picking up her 2 points here. Now a 14-point deficit, facing the Cardinals. Raiders starting to pull away with this one.
Yeah, they got to get something going here.
Reuter going for three. Finds the rim, but Richardson on the rebound.
Again, Richardson with the hustle play there, getting herself to the line, giving us some opportunities to score with the clock stopped, which is big right now.
Right, and Richardson's just been a valuable asset for these Cardinals tonight.
Absolutely. She's going to be big for the rest of this year, and into her senior year, she's going to be a big part of this team.
Right on. She misses her first one there.
Uncharacteristic of her there.
Just a bad bounce off the hoop, it seemed to me. She sinks her second.
Chippewa with another timeout, it looks like.
And we're going to take a quick ad break and show off the sponsors that make this possible. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. Live back into live gameplay here from the Birdcage. 3:48 left on the clock. Hudson Raiders 46, and your Tri-High Cardinals sitting at 33 points up on the board.
Yeah, it looks like they switched to a press here, trying to put some pressure on Hudson. Doesn't seem to work.
Picking up two there. Olivia Grovehouse extending the lead for the Raiders. Sandvig out to Reuter. Nice pass grab there by Reuter, and she gets two, ending that Cardinal drought.
Yeah, it's good to get two, but they're going to need to start shooting threes here. You're not gonna be able to close the gap with layups.
Right, and so game plan Hudson, just running down that clock.
Yeah,
They got a comfortable lead right now, and I mean, unless Chippewa starts shooting threes, they're sitting pretty nice right now.
a steal by Hakes. Oh, Salter. excuse me.
Salter keeping it in there. Bauer looking around. They're going to have to start airing it out and shooting from outside the arc if they want to do something here. Reuter under pressure, losing possession of the ball there. Silly mistake. Sometimes you can't win them all there, BK.
Yeah, some just mental errors kind of killing us here in the second half.
13-point deficit facing the Cardinals. Hudson pulling away here, looking good, and nice defense by Sandvig, keeping the ball in.
Again, great hustle by Sandvig to get the steal, and then two, keep it in bounds.
Salter goes for it, and Richardson on the rebound. She grabs two herself. 11-point deficit facing the Cardinals.
Hudson's going to regroup here a little bit. They kind of got hit out the gates of Chi-High's timeout, so they're going to regroup and take a timeout of their own here.
Yep, we're going to take a quick ad break here. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in live on Cardinal TV. All right. And welcome back to live gameplay in the Birdcage here. Coming out of the timeout, 2:33 left on the clock. Hudson Raiders with 48 points on the board. Near Chi-High Cardinals trailing by 11, sitting at 37. Chippewa with 0 timeouts left.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough here. They're gonna have to get some turnovers, and like I said, they got to start shooting. They're not gonna win with layups.
Rachel Burns out to Hanson. Burns looking around, assessing the situation.
Yeah, looks like they're just trying to milk the clock a little bit, trying to force Chippewa to do something like that. There it is, a big steal.
Sandvig there, just with that killer defense all night long. She's a D1 track prospect, gonna go somewhere big. Fast, and I mean, she's using those legs tonight out on the court.
Extremely impressive athlete on the track.
Reuter coming in, rushing the hoop with pressure, out to Bauer. Bauer, pressure, looking around. Salter gives her an option.
They're running out of time. They got to do something quick.
Back out to Bauer. Salter to Reuter. Bauer gonna have to shoot. She sinks 3. 40-48, 8-point game here.
Yeah, cutting the deficit a little bit here. You're gonna have to get a turnover or something again. Or foul. Stop the clock.
Yep. 1:23 left on the clock.
Looks like Hudson should get free throws here. Yeah, they're in the bonus, so they're gonna get some free throws. They haven't gotten too many opportunities at the line, but from what I saw, I think they've been 50-50 so far, so there's a good chance they don't hit.
Right on. Yeah, I know the Cardinals got... And Lewis sinks that first one. The Cardinals going to have to work some magic here if they want to come away with anything. Hudson's going to probably run down the clock.
Yeah, well, those free throws were big there.
Yep. 10-point deficit facing the Cardinals. 2 great free throws by Grace Lewis. Sandvig looking around, loses possession, back into the hands of the Hudson Raiders. And they're going to try to run that clock down. Hanson.
Yeah, Chippewa's going to have to start fouling or going for the ball.
Hudson looking around, out to Grismore. Grismore to Grothaus. And Grothaus picks up 2 for the Raiders. Less than a minute left on the clock. Sandvig going for it. She comes away with the rebound. Out to Reuter. Reuter goes for 3. And she's unable to capitalize there. Sandvig tried to keep it in, but...
Yeah, that shot would have been big if she would have hit it. But down by 12 with less than a minute left, it's not looking too good.
You know, looking at it, that first half, Chippewa was out and dominant, but Hudson came away in the second half, and they were really going all pedal to the metal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Chippewa started out hot and then just kind of took their foot off the gas a little bit there, and Hudson started accelerating a little bit. So
throwing the ball around here, Lewis
just trying to waste some time here, which is smart.
Out to Grismore. Grismore with pressure, gonna follow her.
Ooh, getting a little aggressive out there.
A little bit of anger out there.
Yeah, it might just be some frustration from Sandvig there, not playing the greatest the second half. So,
you know, I get the strategy of, you know, following out, but we can't be throwing people to the ground.
Yeah, that's not a good look. Not a good look at all.
We have Grismore at the line taking some throws for the Hudson Raiders. 21 seconds left on the clock. Sinks it. She misses her second one there. Chippewa on the rebound. Going to have to
Hope for a miracle here. Hopefully they can get something for their morale a little bit.
score a few more points.
Yeah, it looks like Hudson here. If they're just gonna dribble this one out.
And with 3, 2, 1, and that's the game, folks. The Hudson Raiders taking this game, their first win on the season, 53, and your Cardinals with yet another loss, sitting at 40 points. Now, BK, what's the final verdict on the game here?
Yeah, this is the best I've seen Chippewa play all year. Hopefully they can kind of build on this. They started out good in the first half. They just needed to carry that in the second half, and they couldn't do it. I think they had 22 at half and finished with only 40. So
Right, and that's the thing, you know, you just can't give up. You got to keep on giving that effort through the entirety of the game. And, you know, it's just tough to see another devastating loss for the Cardinals, but they worked their tails off, and they're going to have a nice break ahead of them.
yeah, for sure. The time off, I think, will help them a little bit, kind of rest their legs a little bit mentally.
Right on. And so we're going to have a break from Chi High Sports for the rest of the week as we're going into the Christmas season. Following that, we got some we got a few sports away, so we won't be giving any live streams here from the Birdcage or from any Cardinal facilities. So it'll be a while before we see you again. But yeah, you know, another heartbreaking loss for the Cardinals. Raiders 53, Cardinals 40. Got anything else left, BK?
No, it was a good game. It was a good game to call. It was entertaining for a little bit there towards the end, but no, it was fun to watch.
Right on. And so that just about wraps up coverage here in the Birdcage from Cardinal TV. Before you go, I'd like to make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, get notified of every single video that we upload. It helps us out a ton, and our goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So on behalf of me, Gabe Vargas,
And BK.
thank you so much for tuning in. Peace and love.